Hi there, it's Albert Luck again from luckymaths.co.uk with percentage of an amount 2 worksheet available in the resources section on the website. So this worksheet follows on nicely from the introduction and involves 15%, so you've got to find 5% and 1% basically, in addition to 10% and possible other combinations here. So what I'm going to do to start with, maybe circle for 15%, 10% and 5% are the crucial percentages you need to find. So again, we'll like all these because it's generic tables I'm just giving you, because you might want to just do this table as a standalone and copy it out with all the 7 boxes, in your exam as like habit. But I'm trying to show you on different questions, you need different percentages. So 10% of 120 will be 12. And then to turn our 10% into 5%, we need to half it. So therefore, half of 12 is 6. So 5% is 6, 10% is 12. But what we crucially need to do with those two is we need to add those two answers together. 15% of 120 is therefore 18. 12 plus 6. 25% of 360. Well, I'm interested in 20% and 5%. So firstly, always good, practice find 10%, 36. If I double that, I get 72. If I half the 36, I will have 18. And now, if I combine and add those two together, 72 plus 18 equals 90. Example 3, 85% of 500. So 80% would be worth getting, and then 5%. But again, it all starts with 10%. Crucial that you get this step right. 10% is 50. Double that, that's 100 for 20%. 200 is 40%, and so 400 is 80%. But be careful, because we're going to 5% next, and that is half of 10%. Half of 50 is 25. So if we add now the 80% and the 5%, 425 will be 85%. Okay, to get 1%, we can quite simply, obviously, just get this box on the right. That's going to be our answer. But firstly, we go through 10%. 900 divided by 10 is 90. Now, we need to divide 90 by 10 to get 1%. And so that is just 9. Okay, because again, we're not interested in the other values. 36%. I've slightly modified the table here, just because, so there's space really for me to be here on the video. 10% of 400 would be 40. We'll double that. 20% is 80. If I half the 10%, half of 40 is 20. And finally, if I divide 40 by 10, 1% is 4. So altogether, I need to add together, we could do it 80 plus 20 is 100, plus 40 plus 4 means that 36% is 144. And the more practice you obviously use with this, you'll then be able to extend this further and do more complex calculations. Thanks for watching.